Do you ever wonder how your cat can see in the dark? Can cats see in the dark? It's a question that has puzzled humans for centuries, but now scientists have finally figured out how cats see in the dark and what this means for us cat owners. In this video, we will discuss what scientists have learned about cat vision and how it helps them see in the dark. We will also explore the implications of this research to educate you on a cat's vision. Can cats see in the dark? The answer is kind of. Cats would not be able to see in absolute darkness where all of the light is completely blocked out, as this requires at least a small amount of light to enable them to see. But as cats have corneas and pupils that are around 50% larger than that of a human's, they only need about 1/6 of the amount of light that humans do to enable them to see, which makes their vision far superior to a human's vision. Even during the night, it's very rare, if ever, that a home is in complete and utter darkness. There is always some kind of light source or visibility in the home. Even in very low light, a cat would be able to pick up fine details of objects around them, such as the shape of texture of a furniture, for example. Can kittens see in the dark? Kittens cannot see in the dark for the exact same reasons as why an adult cat cannot see in the dark. In fact, a kitten's vision is actually quite poor in the early stages of their life, even in daylight. This changes when a kitten reaches around 10 weeks of age, where their vision starts to become more clear and more focused. How cats see the world. Although a cat's night vision is far superior to ours, their long-distance vision is not on par. Cats are nearsighted, which means their focus on objects in the distance is not very good. Humans can see an object in the same amount of detail, even if they are standing 5 times further away than a cat. Even though cats' vision is blurrier, their peripheral vision of 200 degrees is better than that of a human's, which stands at 180 degrees. Their ability to pick up changes in light and subtle movement is always better than ours. Here's a sample image of how cats see in the dark. 2013 artist Nikolai Lamb published a series of images to show the difference between human and cat vision. I will also leave the link in the description below to the full article so you can see it in your own time. How do cats see in the dark? So we have established that cats cannot see in absolute darkness, but why are they so much better than us at seeing in the dark? Now, there are a number of different reasons and explanations for this. Most of these reasons are due to the design and structure of their eyes, so let's take a look in more detail. The shape of the pupil. So all humans and some animals have pupils that are circular. Cats' pupils are elliptical, and the slit-like shape of these pupils are a major factor in why cats can see a lot better in the dark. The reason for this is because a lot more light can be pushed into the elliptical shaped pupil in darkness. Cats' pupils are significantly dilate, which allows more light to be let in at night. Human pupils expand in just 15 times, but a cat's is significantly more at 135 times. Photoreceptors and rod to cone ratio. All retinas in both humans and animals contain 2 different kinds of photoreceptors, rods and cones, and each has their own specific function. So rods, these are responsible for peripheral vision and night vision. Cones responsible for colour processing and day vision. The big difference between a cat and a human is in the rod cells. Humans have around 120 million rod cells in the retina. A cat's retina has 6 to 8 times the amount of rod cells than a human's. This is one of the main reasons for a cat's ability to see a lot better in the dark than us. Cats do also have a low number of cones than humans. Cornea size. The cornea is the outer layer of the eye which plays a big part in the eye's ability to focus on objects around. The curved edge of the cornea bends light as it enters into the eye. Cats can see a lot better in the dark due to their cornea being larger than humans. The larger the surface area, the more light can enter. Tapetum lucidum. Very few people will be actually familiar with this term. Now what this is a extra layer of tissue that cats have and humans don't. It's a shiny green reflective surface that is found behind the retina. The job of this tissue is to reflect light backwards into a cat's eyes, which gives them a greater ability to see in the dark than a human. Dogs, ferrets, deers, cows, horses and some other animals also have the tapetum lucidum. There are also many other animals such as squirrels, primates, pigs and kangaroos who join humans in not having this specific thing in the eye. UV light vision. Cats also have the ability to see certain things that humans don't. So cats have the ability to see UV light, which allows them to see certain things such as flowers, patterns and trails of urine, which greatly help when they are hunting. A cat's transparent part of the eyes is also responsible for this, which allows more light into the retina as it transmits wavelengths. Cat's whiskers. When it comes to a cat's ability to see in the dark, it's not just their eyes which allow this. They also use their whiskers as a tool to allow them to navigate in dark places. Cats' whiskers act as receptors, which helps them to establish things around them in their environment. This allows them to detect objects to enable them to navigate in the dark. Cats' ears. Cats can hear higher frequency sounds from longer distances than humans, which also adds to the ability to navigate in the dark. Their hearing is so sharp that they can hear even the slightest little rustle of leaves from a great distance. If they were hunting after hearing a sound, their whiskers would then allow them to navigate towards that sound to capture their prey. Why have cats evolved to see so well in the dark? Research suggests that vertical pupils, like those found in a cat, are very common in nocturnal creatures. The shape of the pupil is ideal for precise distance gauging when trying to catch moving prey. Vertical pupils only exist in domestic cats. When it comes to larger cats such as lions and tigers, they do not have vertical pupils. Experts believe that this is because domestic cats don't hunt exclusively in the dark. If their pupils weren't vertical, then they would be blinded by the sun. How does a cat's night vision compare to other animals? So, looking at all of the facts, it's clear to see that cats have exceptional ability to see in the dark. If you were to compare a cat's night vision to other animals, how good are they in comparison? Although a cat's vision is very good, it's nothing when compared to something like an owl, for example. Can cats see better in the dark than dogs? The answer to this is yes. It's thought that cats' eyes are twice as efficient at seeing in low light situation than dogs. Dogs have a limited ability to see in the dark because they lack the adaptations that allow cats to see well in low light conditions. This is why cats are often better at hunting prey in the dark. Is it okay to leave cats alone in the dark? It's rare, if ever, that a family home is ever in absolute darkness, as there is always some kind of light source, even in very dim light. As a cat only requires a tiny amount of light to see, a cat is absolutely fine to be left alone in the dark, and they will have the ability to navigate around and find food extremely well.